One of the most important drivers for team effectiveness is trust. Specifically, how much you are able to inspire your team to trust you. We talked about it at length beforehand, so if you want some details about it, I encourage you to look up the previous videos that I've done about this. But I want to briefly touch upon it because it's part of this architecture that I would like to build for you on what you can rely on in order to drive your team most effectively, either remotely, in a hybrid setup, or in person. And as we said, there are two elements to it. One is trust, so how much your team members feel they can rely on your skills and character, and motivation, which means how much your team feels they have control about their own work and how competent you make them feel in their own work. We're going to be looking at motivation later on, but quickly touching on trust. People will decide whether you are worth their trust based on three qualities that you possess as a leader: ability, integrity, benevolence. Ability simply means people believe that you are able to do your job as a manager, as in structure work, structure it well, build a team that is composed with the necessary skills and characters that work well together and then can get the job done. Second one, integrity. You treat everyone fairly and equally, and there is a code of conduct that you started, that you developed, and that you abide to as well, and not just request that others abide to. And third, benevolence, meaning people will believe that you care personally about their own professional development, and you have a set of actions that you consistently carry out that show that perspective. Now, the quickest way to understand where you are with respect to these three qualities is to click on the link I'm publishing in the description of the video or of the episode. It's a free tool that I have developed. It's an assessment consisting of 25 questions where you just simply need to point out how much you agree or disagree with that statement. And once you do it and press enter, it will give you a brief perspective of how you score, let's say, on ability, integrity, and benevolence. Why? Because the best way or the only way to get better at a specific skill is to know your starting point. And this assessment will allow you to get started. Now, if all of this is new to you, I encourage you to look up the previous videos that I have done about trust, where I break down all these aspects specifically. Because what I would like to focus on is the second trigger, which is motivation. Specifically, how to communicate to people that, or to share with people the feeling that they have sufficient control on their own work, structure, and time, and that they have a sufficient feeling of competence in carrying out the tasks that you assign. There are a few triggers to work with that, all insanely effective, and I honestly can't wait to share them with you. Thank you. Stay safe. Talk soon.